combo here. Because freaking our star player is like killing it right now. Holy shit. He's taking it. He's taking it to him, Logan. Hot damn,
Kick Logan to the curb, bro. What the hell?
man! All those years, Logan. All those years, you pissed him off, man. You pissed him off.
I think tonight's been the quietest Logan's been for a while.
I know. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. So I think Munsif has to be on the other side now. Like it just has to be the case.
Be right back.
And then I'll take Sharky. So it'll be Fassel, Salman, myself, and Sharky. And it's going to be the rest. And I want to see how that balance works out. Hopefully that balance it is up a little bit.
Looks like I'm gonna win all my games tonight.
Oh damn!
Dobo tried to come to my base too in the beginning last game.
Hey man, he's going. He was going wherever he was welcome.
Yeah.
Like I need to watch the recording here. I need to see what the hell's going on here. like what the hell happened here? How come the guy is just coming?
I don't know how no one scouted like Saman's base right there. I mean, like
Yeah.
it seems like we got to keep scouting, guys.
Which base? Which one?
The one that was in front. Saman just built right there. I mean, yeah, John did a great job of hitting me, but no one's scouting there, and you guys have your second town centers while your
Wasn't
teammates
spot?
are like just.
Oh, we called it out that Saman was
Yeah, we
building
did.
a center in
was
Dobo's
called out.
area. In Dobo's area. in
No,
the
no,
beginning.
no, not
No,
Dobo.
no,
Yeah, I'm
the-
talking. He's talking about the one in front of Logan's base, his own
Ah.
base.
I see.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
that's
bro,
You guys are in your own corner still. I'm watching the replay, and yeah, but no, hey, it happened. Whatever. Next game, we got to be careful when someone's like weak like that. We got to scout. We have to make sure that they're not going to just start moving forward, and they basically just wiped our ass. So, yeah, it's good play.
Well, you got Dogo on your side now, so you don't have to worry about it. He ain't gonna like screw you over this time.
He may build a wall around Logan's town center, maybe.
No, man, he ain't about that.
Logan's on
Double-
my team, right? Or no?
Why can't I find the game?
It's up. It's there. They're
Send
getting
the
invited.
invite. Let's invite these folks.
I'm back, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey man, all I know is Dobo's got his dream come true, man. He got to crush you, Logan.
You're such assholes. You make me feel bad.
Oh nah, brother, you doing great.
To
When
make
I
me feel
logged in, once I thought you changed your name to Dobo for some reason.
What?
Yeah, I was like, I was like, who the hell's Dobo?
Why me?
Hey,
Changing
hey,
No, because you were asking for the ETA, so I thought I was late. I thought you were already in the team, in
Oh.
Discord.
also, I'm Dobo.
You got your answer, man. It's no longer who the hell is Dobo. It is. It's now what the hell is Dobo.
All right, you guys got your teams.
What the hell? The colors
Get
are
it
No,
up.
what were the teams?
same map.
So it's I've moved Fassel and Sharky to our side, and now you have Dilbo, Munsif, Shoaib, and you.
Okay, so what? My one or two?
Two.
You're team 2.
I think those are the colors Munsef, right? Or Faisal, right? For our team, teal, gray, purple, orange. I think.
Yep.
Colors?
Alright.
That's what it was.
You guys need to know the colors. It was yeah, that's exactly right. The teal, gray.
And for us, it was
Yeah,
yellow,
right.
green, red, blue.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
All right.
It was unfortunate Faisal was Turks too.
Yeah, I know. But I was Cumans, man. I was in the middle of building my castle. The kip checks was about to come out.
What are you guys gonna do now on this side? The other side.
Wait, we still have 6 people in here, right? So,
Yeah, we gotta move.
alright.
All right. Like I was telling him, Dobo's a one-trick pony. He's just gonna come with pikes. That's it. So just
Well, I was actually telling him not to be a one-trick pony last game, but I also told him, no, I'm going to support you.
he don't listen though. He don't listen. He does his own thing. So
No,
that's
he
an
listened
issue
to
with
me. For the most part.
him. No, I guess. But anyway, since you're not there counseling him, he's gonna revert to his pikes.
Probably.
So archery range and skirmishers and house wall it up and don't be
You
be
need a
that
front.
tempting target.
You do need a little bit of a front line.
You do.
Skirmishers, like with nothing in the front, they'll get destroyed.
By
If the
what?
By
By,
pikes.
by the pikes. If the pikes get in good numbers, like the moment they come in close, the skirmishers will only run. They'll never auto attack ever. There's only one civ in this game that that'll attack that doesn't have a penalty, but everyone else goes. They just run. They scatter.
Yeah.
Did the Vietnamese were you able to disable their like gold and imperial skirmishers? Because
no,
last
no.
game there were no imperial skirmishers.
Yeah, I think.
What? I didn't disable any imperial.
Sharky was Vietnamese, and we did not get imperial skirmishers.
No, you won't because you're Turks.
I thought that was
Turks,
No,
yeah, but
it-
Turks
it-
don't get it.
You have to have it minimum elite skirmisher. If you don't have elite
Yeah.
skirmisher,
Okay.
you don't get imperial.
Yeah, otherwise Turks will be a super OP.
I got you.
Yeah,
It's
this,
it's like
Turk
it's
late
like
game is a killer.
Vikings. It's like Vikings. They don't get halberdier because they'd be super OP.
Got you. Alright, I guess
So
it's ready up.
colors. What do they got? Logan's across Kurum. Dobo's in front of you right now. Sharky's in between you and me, Faisal. I think that's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's lock and load, ladies. Let's go.
Oh, any advice for Sharky?
Just protect against the initial onslaught because he's gonna come in gunning.
Flare the location of your army.
Gold, please.
Attack in direction of the
But I was
flared
so happy it
location.
was Cumans.
I'm being attacked. Please help.
I know. When I saw that, I'm
I'm
like,
being attacked. I'm being attacked. Please help. I'm being
Sharky
attacked.
knows.
Please
It's,
help.
I said, shit. These humans.
I'm being attacked. Please help.
Ooh, Sharky, your Bulgarian's nice. I'm Spanish. Faisal, you're Incas.
Robo is humans, dude. Won't
Servidor
matter
integrado.
because all these
He's gonna get halberdiers instead.
Construir, 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 construir.
So it does slightly matter, but yeah, Faisal, build at least one Eagle Warrior to scout your side.
Okay.
Sharky, if you can, help him with scouting. Especially since you're
See?
Bulgarians, they have their light cav actually attack faster.
Sharky's pretty good with scouting these days. I will say he's got good scouting
Construir.
habits now.
Construir.
That's
Presta.
definitely very good to hear.
Servidora. Construir, ¿sí? Construir. ¿Mande? Presta. Construir.
First
Construir.
scout is up. Second scout is up. Yeah, so just have at least one of you aware to scout, see if, you know, Dobo's coming in. You know what I mean?
Alright, Eagle Warrior is away.
Cool, cool.
¿Sí? Voy.
Alright, Hassan's away.
Plazme.
Sweet,
Agora.
sweet.
Construir. 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 Construir.
Presto. A ellos. Agora.
Servidora. Construir.
Sí. Construir.
Mande. Construir.
Mande. Santiago.
Okay, Fassel, I'm gonna try to establish myself here.
Copy.
Presta.
Sí, voy. Presto. De grado.
Servidora. Construir.
Sí. Mande. Sí. Agora. Voy. De grado.
Got Show here, he's got a couple helps. Dobo, mass producing barracks.
Of course.
Presto. Agora. Mande. A ellos. De grado. Voy.
Presta. Construir.
Presto. Sí. De grado. Voy. Mande. Agora. Presto. De grado. A ellos. Agora.
Yep, you got your first 4 halberdiers coming in. We got Logan is moving right here with a TC.
Copy.
¿Sí? Construir. Mande. Construir. Servidora. Construir.
Servidor. Construir.
There he is. There he is. Mr. Dobo just got wrecked.
Hey man, you scout it, you know it's coming. It's not an issue, especially if it's not guided.
Mande. Voy. Construir. Construir.
TC over
Construir.
there.
Sharky, well, that will mean that he's going to come for you next. No, because yeah, he'll come for you next.
Presta.
So you're unprotected, just FYI.
Construir.
If he comes like with 10
Construir. Construir. Construir.
pikes, I think he'll do you in.
And Dobo lost his villager despite having 8 halberdiers to protect it. Marching right next to it. That shit was funny, bro. Come on.
That's great.
So Logan has a couple skirms this way over here. Yeah. He just got a shit ton of halberdiers.
Mande.
Yeah, I told you. One trick pony.
Construir. Construir. Construir.
¿Sí? Parar. Plaz. Construir.
He reminds me quite a bit about Will, just less cocky.
Yeah.
Still
He's
cocky,
got like
but,
a good like 20 freaking helps.
Servidora.
Okay.
Construir.
Presto.
I'm protected against it, and looks like Sharky's putting up some defense.
Construir. Construir.
Yeah, I'm building some halberdiers to
Construir,
defend him too,
construir,
and then I'm
construir,
building up a
construir,
house wall as
construir.
we speak. Yeah, so you have Munsif and Logan
Sí.
building up on that side right there.
Servidor.
Copy.
Mande. Agora. Construir. Construir.
You have Shoaib has moved here. You got halberdiers, archery range. It looks like 2 archery ranges built.
I'll be there shortly.
Presta. Agora.
Okay.
Degrado. Construir. 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 Construir.
Building some barracks here because that's just wide open, man.
Presto. Degrado. Servidor. Voy. Agora. Degrado. Construir. Construir. Mande. Sí.
All right, migrating
Servidor.
over to that side.
Construir. Construir.
Yep. Alright, it's months of skirmishers. Dobo side is pretty empty from what I'm seeing.
Mande. Lafne. Construir. Construir.
And that goes for Logan too. So, Fassel?
Yep.
Can you, see if you can wall this area up, block it off? And
Raj.
see if you can, send a villager over here with me. And we'll prepare a strike package to go directly into Logan.
Copy.
Presto. Degrado. Construir.
And there's Dobo with his...
Sí. Voy. Agora. Mande. Voy. Guerra. Sí. Mande. Degrado. Presto. Santiago. Sí. Construir. Construir. Mande. A ello. Presto.
Mande. Construir. 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 ¿Sí? Construir. Construir.
Mande.
Walled off and
Construir.
Cool.
Presto. Agora.
Siege man, siege on
Mande.
here.
Construir.
Mande. Guerra. Degrado. Sí. Voy. Presto. Agora. Mande. Degrado.
You have a full build-up of Logan right here. Mutsif's over here with skirms and halbs.
Munsif is over here.
Can you pick off those villagers, Sharky? They got enough to protect them. Just an FYI, slingers are gold. That's one.
realize that too late.
That's fine.
Incoming. Dobo.
Building halberds, they have like increased armor. I believe. Should have took his pistols because
Presto. Construir.
Neutralized.
Construir.
Servidora.
Oh, and he's just going to repeat.
Yeah, sounds
Monday?
like him.
Construir. Servidor. Construir. Presto, voy. Mande.
Surprise him with the
Agora.
peppers.
Sí. Construir.
¿Sí? Construir. 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 Construir.
Presto.
Will their presence there?
Degrado.
At their town center?
The skirmishers are running for it.
Bunch of others there building it. Double center. They help for that to be line towards a couple of waves.
Servidora.
Is there any Shoaib presence on that room?
Shuaib is right here with helps. Incoming onagers.
Sí, guerra.
You have onagers.
Sí, degrado.
Retreat. Where's the cavalry? Who's doing the cavalry?
I'm messing up some right now. I just lost all of it. So that's my bad.
Servidor. Voy. Construir. Presto. Agora. Mande. Construir.
Vassal, let me know when you're ready to go from this side.
Okay. Did you say
Incoming
this
onagers.
side?
Yeah, that's all the way at the bottom. Yep. And onagers are down.
Construir.
That's very iconic. Yeah, it's ours. Yeah,
Let's have sending in champions.
Shoaib side.
Mande. Sí.
There's like kind of Shoaib's presence here.
Presto. Guerra.
I'm gathering dudes.
Presto. Sí. Presto. Degrado. Guerra.
Our champion.
Sí. Mande. Presto. Mande.
Okay, so that jack is here. Let me see if there's
Presto. Construir.
¿Mande? Construir.
Dilbo's side to Shoaib is here.
Mande. Agora.
Dilbo's town center is open. You know?
Yeah, you can go ahead and read it, yeah. Vassal, you're gonna build that wall. Put some gates in it, please.
Mande. Presto.
That's just gonna do more harm than good, the way it is.
Mande.
I don't have enough stone for that, so I'm just putting in a couple of holes there.
Lazme. Degrado.
Building a siege workshop up front. You got another Dobo walk of shame.
Yikes.
Presto. Agora. Sí. Presto. Degrado.
So with Conics, they'll turn to infantry once they're down.
Okay, building 2 onagers.
Mande, sì.
To be context for
Sì,
that.
Santiago.
And I am building, queuing 3 rams over here.
Town center.
Construir.
All right, I'm starting to move some dudes in that area.
Sì.
Okay.
Construir.
Construir.
Dropping a bombard cannon, or tower, right there.
Okay.
4 town centers going down.
Mande.
Queuing up some more cow. Sending forward my 2 onagers. Are
Protecting
those
your onagers.
boyars? Oh, Conics? Nice, bro. Alright,
Drop, I'm gonna send my Conics to respond to that.
Go ahead, make your pancakes.
I pancaked all of those pikemen, man. That was bad. Well, I got my gold's worth out of those onagers. Incoming double raid.
Yep, I see it. He's giving us time because he's attacking the bullshit.
Construir. Construir.
Sì, presto. Sì. Mande, agora. Sì, guerra.
Wow, I'm pop hat. Thank you, Sharky.
Yeah, I'm pop cap too.
All right, I'm ready to move from down here, man. Whenever
Okay,
you're ready.
I got the rams going. Queued up a couple units.
Wait, did
So-
Conics get out all of Delbo's hiking?
Yeah, because when the Conic it basically becomes a champion after
Yeah.
after it falls down,
I
which
thought it
is
had
just
something,
kind of
but,
great.
Servidor.
After a few challenges, apparently they did their job.
Platme. Construir. Presto. Degrado. Sí.
Which way we headed?
Oh, we are going for his base.
Degrado.
I have some rams.
Mande. Agora. Presto. Santiago. Sí. Hey! Sí. Guerra. Presto.
Sending rams forward.
Okay, we're in the base.
Mande.
Going straight for the Pretoria.
Oh, I'm going for those on.
Degrado. Mande. Degrado. Sí. Presto. Degrado. Voy. Guerra. Mande. A ellos.
A little protected and attack the pancake on my cab.
Presto.
Yo, he lost all of his villagers trying to build these 2 barracks.
Still got 1 worker on it though. A couple of workers.
No, that's fine. No, but the amount of villagers he lost is it's yeah, it's kind of like a no, but whatever, man.
Oh, there's a gap.
Oh, take out the onagers, dude. There's a shit ton of onagers right here.
Yep, that's actually what I'm trying to work toward right there.
Back to stone.
Nice.
Presta. Construir.
Mande, construir.
Okay, Logan's Pretoria's down. Moving on to Munsif's.
Copy, joining in.
See if Delva secured here. They're chasing it.
Sí.
¿Sí? Plasma. Construir.
Building a castle, dead center.
Mande. Guerra. Degrado.
Munsif Pretoria is at like half health.
Door is down.
Nice.
Sí. Mande. Santiago.
I've got a couple
Sí.
villagers over there, so I'm just gonna send one forward, start forward building.
Blas presto.
Oh man, that's game. Never mind.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Good job. That was good teamwork.
Mande. Sí. The game.
GG.
Santiago. Mande. Voy.
I guess Shrek, can you tell me what happened?
Agora.
I don't know.
I'm already at the stone and
Presto.
stuff.
Sí. Guerra.
Oh no. That yeah, I know that's not what I mean. What I mean is the how did the
So the issue I
that
think
happened.
was the
Uh-huh.
Munsif and Shoaib could not hold middle, and that's not their fault. I think Fassel
Right.
and Rahman are just they're much better. And then the fact that you were also just somehow like aggroing my guys, and I was losing them.
Right.
Like that was a huge issue. Like I did not. First of all, did not expect that. And then then you have John. I mean, it's not like so the fact that like they were losing mid and I couldn't even help because I'm losing my own guys. Like
right.
and then they made a really good push on the right, and Munsif was like, "Oh shoot,
No
no
one
one
quit?
told me they were coming
I'm
on
not
the right."
done yet, bro. I'm not done yet. I'm literally coming for your villagers. I'm coming right now.
You, cause I saw all your halberdier die.
Check your Feteria, dude.
I am
saw-
the boogeyman. I am the boogeyman.
I watched
It doesn't matter
all
what you think.
of your halberdiers die.
Yeah, but we're not dead yet,
Did-
baby.
did-
They ain't
did-
dead yet.
Did anyone help Dobie with targeting his
It's Dobo. It's Dobo.
was anyone helping him direct him a little bit to send all his forces mid to bolster Munsif and Shoaib?
Mande. Agora.
Because he had a
So
ton of
we're
resources, like
I
a ton
guess
of
we're
forces.
done.
Sí.
I
Voy.
guess we're done. Okay, I'm gonna quit the game.
Degrado.
I'm gonna resign. I was still trying out there, so.
That's okay.
Almost got your Feteria.
It's just embarrassing, honestly.
Embarrassing? What's embarrassing?
Yeah.
Forget
Oh,
about the
dude.
embarrassing.
Dude, tonight was just shit. I got steamrolled in every game I played. I did not stand a chance in any game. It's like
well,
I had a target.
here's how I would view it. Okay, I mean the games are fast. I mean the games actually. This is a good pace. Does everyone agree that this was a kind of like a good pace of the game? Like we're doing pretty good as players. And I guess the one thing did change. We have a paradigm of an 8th player now,
Yeah,
right?
that's nice actually.
That's changed the complexity of the game. No longer, Logan, you were complaining that, oh my god, these guys aren't pushing. It's 3v4. I mean, a lot of that's been disappeared. But now there's a little bit of a, So what's happened? What's happened is that if I have you in front of me, or even Shoaib to some extent, I am going to test a little bit what you guys got. So I threw an initial test, which was great. Actually, you defended it really good. So what I wanted to see there was that it wasn't you alone.
That's what I'm talking about. The middle though, like we lost middle. You were occupying me from even helping, and yes, we should have told John to go help middle. That's yes, I do agree. But that's the problem is that like I guess I'm kind of hoping that you would see that middle's getting fucked. Like Logan needs to go help. You would pull back and not attack. I guess that's kind of where I'm seeing that. But you never did, and that's fine. And then all of a sudden. Saman and Vassal went way right and just totally.
Well, here's the thing about the way right. I actually sent all my pikemen there as a warning shot, so that you would actually know. The thing is, I already kind of knew that they were going to be doing it before they even spoke about it. I knew that Saman would detect that, so I actually gave you a warning by sending my pikemen to your base. And I was hoping you'd be like, what the shit? Where did these pikemen come from? And I know from that middle area where I was defending, they didn't come from there. So they came from this other place where I had maybe my wooden wall. And lo and behold, I actually never took out your whole wooden wall either. So that you would be like, oh shit, that's where they're coming from. So,
okay, so I was thinking next week.
Yeah.
We're going to have a plan to attack.
That's okay. You can do whatever.
No, I'm saying we will have that plan, baby.
Well, I guess it keeps going back to like maybe it's just the problem I have, like how a while ago where we never get fully to our potential in terms of our plan. Like our plan's obviously like the middle. I mean, and the fact that we never could gain that was why I like neglected the right or neglected my side. Like
everyone does that. Everyone goes to the middle, and that's the biggest issue. You don't go to the middle.
Well, it's an ending steamroll. But John, like last game though, you saw. The middle. If you don't stop middle, then then you can
have
flip
to
the other
stop
side.
middle. You have to stop.
We never stop middle.
Or maybe this is my not playing chess moment, but if you attack one of the sides, it's going to make the middle become weak, right?
Well, remember
So
I was calling that out
middle...
early on to attack from the left flank, right?
Yeah,
because that was kind of open on you from your side, but we never followed.
But you can really only do it when you have the advantage middle. When they have to rebolster middle, then you can do that. But we never got there, and then they're able to then go right and or left.
That's how I kept getting you though, was because you always were in the back left, and I just kept attacking that side. I was going right to it, right? So then I'm not going to the middle, I'm going there, which distracted you and freed everyone else up to attack everyone else, right? And if you're the biggest threat on the opposing side, and I'm attacking you to the left, everyone else is going to be able to fight much better in the middle because you're out of the game.
Yeah. No, it's a great strategy. Yeah.
Yeah, Dobo tried to make that move, man, but
he did
try. I was kind of ready for him.
I didn't work this game. This was not working. It was not working. Everyone knew what I was doing.
I was just saying, giddy up, my one-trick pony, giddy up.
No, I know. I'm telling you, I already texted Logan and was like, listen, throughout the week we gotta play 1v1 on this map so I can figure out how the hell to get some fucking stone and wood. Or stone and gold. I was like, I cannot be doing this. I'm running around pikeman like, hey, I'm gonna poke you.
So one of the things I'll just warn, just so everybody knows, absolutely do not look at the way I build. And just because I go there, there's a very big difference between the way I'm playing versus how you guys need to play. Because the problem is that I play in a certain way where I can take certain risks knowing that I can defend. The problem is that you guys can't. And the problem is that if you have more than one battle front to deal with at the same time, there's a collapse. It's just a complete collapse. And that's why there has to be a strategic way of how to get to that center, say for at least in this map, the center location. So what I would say is a really good way to look at like who plays would be Salman. Red, I guess he was red this time.
Yeah, it was
Like
red this time.
watch how Salman actually plays, because that actually is a much more not so conservative, but he's not like building like I am, because I'm completely trolling. Like when I'm building, I'm totally trolling. So the problem is that the moment you get up there, here's what happens. So just so you know, so when I send those initial RAM and some nonsense to you, it's basically weakening the strongest player, which is Logan.
So
And
what's your recommendation to beat?
Presto.
say that again.
What is your recommendation to beat?
To beat me?
Get
yeah,
better.
like if no. If you were gonna play yourself, how would you beat you? Because listen, so I play chess. So in chess, you always think about like I play myself at chess, which I know sounds good. How would you beat yourself?
Yeah, it's not that simple because it's a team game.
See?
So
No,
this,
no, I know, but how would you beat yourself? How would you lose?
Well, you know, the problem with that question, Dobo, is it presupposes that you will have the same domain knowledge, and even if you have the domain knowledge about the game, that you are just as good as far as skillfully microing. Like the problem with okay, so chess is turn-based, and this is real time, right? So right off the bat, you know, it's going to be a problem trying to play both sides of the chessboard, because this here is real time, right? So
Yeah,
you know
I agree.
that's going to be problematic, because anything that you do, you want an instant answer, unlike chess, where you could literally hit a clock and give another person a chance to think about it, right? In this case, it's like instant, right? And it's like
Monday.
every little battle can, you know, immediately, you know,
See?
make a turn for the tide, right? The tides can turn in the other direction,
Servidor.
and it can all happen in an instance. So
So
that's
I
that.
agree with that, but I agree with that. But then, what is the best way to beat you?
right. So
Right,
so,
right.
so
Yeah, so,
right
like,
right
if
right.
you-
So
like, if
so
you
it's
were-
really a team. It's a team effort. So I'll just explain a little bit, because this was your first time like here. I'm really, you could say, I'm a troll completely. So it just happened that you happened to be in games where you were with me and we happened to win. That is not necessarily the norm. I could really, if I notice that there's things that my team needs to do, that they just fundamental basics which they're supposed to get, and if they don't even get that right, I will let them fall. And the thing is,
I've noticed already.
right. So my point is that the reason. So here's the challenge that we generally have. Just so you need to be aware, everybody is or sort of playing this game at different skill levels, right? So the thing is, it's not about me at all doing anything like to overpower somebody or do like it's absolutely not.
I'm asking because I want to get better. I'm not
Of course,
asking
of
because
course.
I'm
So
happy.
so for you specifically, right? Obviously there's going to be more communication with your teammates to understand what units they're building, what the strategy. So I'm assuming that you guys had like an initial strategy. So for example, you wouldn't go off on your own, because in team games, discipline is everything. Everybody needs to know what's going on, and the other thing is they need to, because everyone has limited resources, right? So if you want to take some advantage, or as a team collective, you have a strategy and you're saying, okay, we're going to hold this mid area, or we're going to hold this other section, right? Then there has to be enough of a presence of units to compensate for people not being as effective or not being able to micro. So somehow you can use your numbers to overcome the disadvantage you have. And sometimes, if you've noticed, I know you may have done it too. Like if you present yourself as like a bigger force, or you sometimes even if you and you never attack, by the way, but you present yourself as like a bigger enemy than you really are. What that does is it makes the other person pause, because they're like, oh shit, like you know what? If I go and attack him, and if it's an even Steven exchange, it's not worth it. It's not even worth my time. So I need more backup. Guess what? Now you made him second guess and think twice, which gave your team an opportunity to gather forces and strategically attack. Now I agree with you that hey, you guys can attack from different areas, from the flanks. The thing though is that the only way that actually works is number one, you're communicating with your team. Number two, your teammates have like civilizations and everyone's coordinating. So, for example, if I've got like maybe an infantry civ, I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to be mostly infantry because I got huge bonuses on infantry. I could tear them apart, right? Somebody's like, well, wait a minute, I got more range support here because I've got like extra bonus damage or whatnot. Like, I can help with that. And somebody else may say, hey, I got cavalry. So suddenly what happens is that you're coordinating more with your teammates. For you, I would simply say is this. If you want to, when you're playing this game, you have a small window of opportunity to use those forces. So you can either use the forces that you have to go and like really attack somebody. I want you to pay attention to this. When you were playing with
Oh, no,
Salman,
I'm listening. Hold on. I'm listening fully. Like I'm listening to everything you say, and I agree
Got it.
with everything that you said so far. So I'm listening fully. Trust me.
Cool.
Everything that you've said, I'm just like, oh yeah, shit, I gotta communicate better.
yeah, yeah, and that's cool, and that's cool. Like, and by the way, it's not just for you; it's for everybody else. I want you to use the experiences that you're learning, for example, gaining. And look what happened. The difference in the last game was you had a more experienced player identifying what you were doing, and all he did was support your forces, which led to a complete rout. The difference in this last game we just played,
How do you even know that?
because he knew, because you have made a pattern, like a certain pattern of behavior, right? Yeah, there you go. So you got it. But in this game, that you played, even though you have established a certain pattern of behavior, the problem is you don't have someone like Salman or someone like who can understand that. Oh, he's got these units. I need to complement them and I need to support him. So what you're dealing with is they're kind of like thinking from a strategic standpoint. We got to get mid. We got to control mid. I'm gonna have some forces or whatnot. But you haven't changed though. You're like, I'm going straight through. And the problem with that, just so you understand what that means, is what that really what happens with that is your resources, because of how quickly you use your forces, means that it's taxing your economy. So what that means is basically they're down all your units that could have helped them make a push somewhere else. They died by themselves somewhere alone. So when they really needed help, say for example when they really needed help, say mid, they didn't really have the numbers because your units just got eradicated very quickly. If that makes sense.
Hold on. So my question is, what do you do different? Like when you start, how do you build up your forces? How do you build up your army? How do you build everything up? You know what I'm saying? Like how?
Right.
Like,
Got it.
Yeah.
Understood. So my suggestion or advice to you would be, as you're very new, for you to be the most effective player in your current role, in the current.
You're not gonna tell anybody how you do it. I get it.
No. I'm telling you. I'm actually telling you.
Okay.
What you need to do to be the most effective teammate is to make sure that you have some initial defense for your base, so that cavalry, they're not just. Hey, you remember how I came in and killed your villager?
Yeah.
That will never happen. You will never let that happen. Exactly, because you had your pike. I knew your pikemen were getting queued on the other side, and I knew that you left your villager unguarded. So one thing you would do as a way of improving.
No. But my question is, how did you build it up? It's not that how to defend from the window.
Well, you never. I guess what I'm saying is you have to scout first, right? So scout requires a stable, and then you need to scout effectively, right? And the thing is, you can't scout like everywhere. I would suggest go to the very guy in front of you, right? And you scout the hell out of him in the area in front of you, so that you are never caught off guard with that dude coming at you, right? That's number one. Number two, the other thing you would do is you would have a couple of pikemen in your base protecting your villagers, just in case a random scout happens to come, right? Guess what? Your economy is untouched. You're good. You're booming. You're concentrating on your economy, but you're making a few forces at a time. And then, while you're scouting the area in the front, here's what you're doing. You're communicating with the team and saying, "Okay, guys, based on our strategy, this is where we're gonna be collectively gathering and building." Now, at some point, I agree with you. Like, you certainly do want to not just congregate in one area and just think about attacking one area, and that you must have different angles to attack. But here's the thing: when you don't have any stability anywhere, it makes it very difficult to think of how to attack when you're the one being when you're kind of like on the back foot because you haven't like secured a certain area. So think about what I just did to you. You made your villagers, you made your pikemen, you're mentally secured that scouts will never kill your villagers. You see? Secured. Move to next step number 2.
Why are you
Go
gonna
ahead.
make me think about the things you did to my villagers?
Say that again?
Why are you gonna make me think about the things you did to my villagers?
Well, because you said you wanted to get better, right? You said you wanted to get better. Right. So if you just take care of these, like step 1, scouting, step 2, to make sure that you're protecting your villagers, step 3, you're booming, right? You're constantly building villagers, right? If you have to make another town center, like the moment you get like 100 stone, the fact that you can make another town center means that you can build more villagers faster, right? Which means that your economy can grow faster, correct? So what that really means is you're being like the quintessential awesome teammate, because when you start rolling, and by the way, I love the fact that you build your units. You don't build like 2 or 3 or 5. Like, you start really building them. The only problem, though, that I would just want you to be aware of is that when you build all those pikemen that early, like that many and that early, it means you cannot build villagers. So you have to kind of think about how to balance. Yeah, because what's happening is, if you have a teammate like Salman or somebody that understands where you're going and what you're doing, so he'll maximize your potential, in which case you'll never really feel the attack because no one hurts you. But in a game like this, actually, you don't. Basically, what happened is, because you made all those pikemen, you couldn't build those. You didn't have any villagers to kind of further your economy. So even if your pikemen get killed, you can't replace them fast enough because you're slow. And maybe you feel that way. That, man, shit. You know what? I'm real slow. Like, my food's coming real slow. So those are the steps that I would take if I were you. And to me, that just means that you put your team in a position to succeed by making sure that you're succeeding by doing the 3-step program, if anything. Scout, building pikes initially to protect your guys, and number 3, your job is to boom, 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 so that you can build the forces that you need to help your teammate, if that makes sense.
I feel like by next week, I'll be much better at like.
Hey, I think you did great, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
No, and I'm not just saying it. I thought you did great.
I need to know. I gotta learn the maps a little bit and learn how this works and everything. But I think that
Sure.
I'm hearing everything that you're saying. And I
For someone coming in new on their first time playing the game, hey, I mean, listen. And there's times where guys can change things up, right? But here's the thing: if you guys are going to change it up, and say we're going to attack early, then fully commit to attacking early. Because here's what's going to happen: if that early attack, you lose, and you lose big. Literally, you're screwed, because the counterattack will basically destroy you, because you don't have much of an economy. So there's that. You have to kind of think about hey, based on a 6-player map, based on the distance between me and them, and I'm halfway there, and I made an attack from one side of the map to the other. I mean, holy crap! I'm dead. If my units are dead and I can't really achieve much, or even think about it, if you couldn't hurt their economy, or you couldn't take out their villages, you have to get some significant gain to slow them down. But if you couldn't slow them down and it slowed you down, so you can imagine that's why you wouldn't be as effective to prevent anything. And then if different teammates are on different wavelengths, meaning maybe your teammates were on defensive duty, thinking, hey, I'm going to build my economy, I'm going to boom, I'm going to make forces, but you are going off, running a campaign, and then maybe you're cleaned out of resources, so that when the main attack actually comes, turns out that they don't have enough numbers. So that's when they'll kind of be like, hey man, I need help, like we can't hold this area. So that's all. But hey, you communicate, you talk to your teammates, and the teammates are saying, hey, you know what, we're with you, or you agree with the strategy and you're with them. To me, that's the best way to kind of make it happen. The other thing I would also point out, though, is generally in a food fight, early rushes based on a 6-player map is it's not easy. I mean, it's just not easy.
No,
It's kind of hard.
let me tell you, I agree with everything, especially the communication, where it was like, I was going rogue, right? It was
Right.
like, I'm gonna go attack. I'm just gonna attack.
Right.
And that'll just help the team. And it did, but it wasn't. But then by the third game, it was like, well, this shit ain't helping nobody no more. This
I
shit
mean-
is not helping anybody. Like, you get 1 or 2 wins.
Like I said, like he was saying, like he was saying, like in that second game when you had me.
It was at me. It was like, oh, there were so many skirmishers. It's like, oh, god damn it, they know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to get gold. This is a mess. This is a mess. Shit. On the third game, and it wasn't like I could be like, attack Logan, attack Logan, because he's on my team.
Solon, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was saying is like, so the thing was, if you paid attention to what like Kodum was trying to say in that second game when you had me as your teammate, you saw how I came in and I kind of guided how to use your units and how to use them effectively and not lose them, right? Which was critical. And then I came in with a couple of the other units that you did not have, which made it extremely hard for them to stop you early, right? And I'm sure you felt that, right? And so what you saw ended up being was we came in and the thing Kurum was talking about was the significant gains. We need to get something out of it. So what we got out of that was, one, Logan had to just sit in his town center doing nothing, so he's not even getting resources. So that was huge. And the other, the massive one that we got was, bro, we got all that real estate right in front of their base. So that was our gain.
It
Now
feels
let's.
like the biggest thing is communication. Like,
Yes.
that's the biggest thing, is just communicating
Yes.
across the team.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? In communication, you don't want to just announce and tell. You have to see. Part of communication is also understanding if people are tentative. Like, and I know that Logan has had this issue in the past, and this is an ongoing frustration, right? And this is what Joram was trying to tell you in terms of the skill gaps, right? Now, if you're on a team with Salman and Kurum, right, these are strong players. So when you just announce, all right, guys, I'm gunning for Logan, I'm going straight through, they're immediately becoming your guardian angels, and they're backing you up, right? That's almost like a disservice to you, because what'll happen is once you're off their team and you go onto the other side, where now you've got just, basically mediocre players, right? At best, right? Now you do basically the same thing, and so you're communicating. You're saying, all right, guys, we're ready to roll, right? But here's the problem. The rest of your team is not. And so I was trying to warn you early on, and I said, listen, if you just become a one-trick pony and the other team sees that pattern, they'll be ready for you, all right? You told me, yeah, well, that's what I do.
You were right. You were 100% right, because they saw me for exactly that. No, I don't disagree with you.
That's kind of what happened in the last game. By the last game that happened, I wanted to make sure, because actually I happen to be on the opposite side of you, right? I was totally ready for you. And if you listen to the video streams, you'll hear me announce to my team, I'm like, look, Dobo's a one-trick pony. He's just going to go nuts trying to send those guys. I'll be ready for him. They're going to be down to 3 players again. And we're going to have the advantage because we're 3 stronger players, and they'll be down, okay? Because they'll have one player that will, I guarantee you, going rogue. Actually, Salman was the one who rushed to your defense, and he said, well, that's not necessarily true. In the last game, he listened to me when I said, don't just make pikes. And I said, well, you're not on that team. And from what I understand about Dobo right now is on his own, he's just going to go balls to the wind. He's just going to go wild, and I'm going to bet my last bottom dollar on it. And it's exactly what you did, right? So
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
to
I
put you
bet the
down,
same on me.
but
No,
it
I
just
bet the same on me. I bet the same on me. That's
all right.
great.
And so if you're a chess player, right, and all you do is the same moves over and over, come on, dude. Even a 5-year-old is going to be able to beat you, right?
No,
So
that's
I'm
why
just saying.
I was like, I can't do this for the third
Yep,
time.
yep. And I'm glad
I
you figured it
literally was
out.
saying, I was like, damn it, like I can't
I'm
do this
glad you figured
again.
it out. And to be honest
But
with
I
you,
still, the thing is, I still don't know how to get gold on this map or stone.
yeah, I hear you.
I'm
And so you know what?
literally
Maybe
like,
so. This is the other problem. And I
this
think
is my first
we were
time
trying to
playing
tell
on
you.
this map. Yes.
We used to play on this map with plentiful. We used to have plentiful of gold and stone. It became abused, right? So people stopped giving a shit about what units they were making. They were sending random shit. It was because it didn't matter anymore. They had gold and stone, so they just went ape shit, right? Just making random shit, and they were not learning the game, right? So we had to basically say, we're cutting this out, okay? No more abuse of gold and stone, right? I want to see if you can do your basic mathematics, right? I'm not going to give you a TRS, a TI-85 calculator for advanced calculus when, bruh, you can't even do a basic addition, right? So if you don't know if, skirmishers are needed to take down pikes, the answer isn't, I'm just going to overwhelm you with a Zerg-like force, right? So there were a lot of bad habits that were happening prior to you joining us tonight. So in light of the abusiveness and in light of extremely poor playing habits, a decision was made to remove the luxuries, right? And so gold and stone are luxuries that were because of the abuses that were done, right? Because it was an impediment to learning. It was basically taken away. So basically, you're watching a team right now. You happen to be participating with a team that's grounded.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know if you guys are grounded. You all sound as crazy as me, but don't worry about it, baby.
Hey, yeah. All I'm gonna say is, so actually,
No, but no,
Logan, Logan,
hold on. That's all good. And like, I appreciate it, and I love that you guys let me play tonight, and like, you guys have a great thing going, and I want to be involved and like learn how to do what you got, like learn how to get the gold and get the stone. But you know, I'm just my first night.
yeah, yeah, that's right. And like I said, you're welcome to join us again, but understand that at the present time, it's almost like you joined a school and halfway through a semester, right? So you're definitely missing out on things. And if you were going to a normal school, not like this juvenile detention school, you would have seen that things are happening more properly. But unfortunately, you ended up in juvie with the rest of us, and
I
so
got that COVID
basically,
19. I got
we
that
we
COVID 19.
we all I got to tell you is that we've got whip marks on our ass. So just trying to tell you that we needed to get better by understanding how to play the game properly. And so I know if your gripe is where's the golden stone, dog, that's just
Oh,
not
I'm
here
not. I'm
yet.
not. It's just that I haven't figured out how to adapt to the game yet.
Sure.
Like that
No, I hear you.
style,
It's fair.
right?
It's fair. Give
It's
it
not.
give it some time. Give it some time. You'll need some time, and we definitely enjoyed playing with you. It was great to see somebody gunning for Logan the way you did,
Man, I love that.
bro. It was just crazy,
That was
yo.
so good. I didn't expect Logan. I did not expect that, and I didn't think that. I thought you'd be able to hold it off, man. What the freak, bro? Logan? Damn. He's like all quiet now. He's watching recordings. He's watching the aftermath. But hey, listen. Here, I'll say this. You're most welcome. It was a pleasure having you tonight. Definitely would love to see you play more. So whenever we play, like definitely, we'd want you back. I know that next week is a long weekend, so I know that maybe I know Sharky's leaving for a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So maybe if you guys want, we can play on a Sunday. It's Fridays are potentially open, Sundays are open. I think Sharky, you said that you could do Fridays and or Sundays, correct?
Yeah, I could do Friday and Sunday.
Okay, cool. So if you guys want, especially because the way the games are going pretty fast, we could do the Friday and Sunday. It's really up to you. I haven't necessarily cleared it with the other two players, but I have most players here. So if that's okay for you, we could do that. I know Sunday is everyone agrees. Like I think even Shoaib and Munsif have said that yes, they can definitely do Sunday. Is Friday still a possibility? I don't know. Well, we'll find out if everyone's okay. Well, let me ask you something. Is everybody for Friday evening? Is everyone like okay with that here, or not really? Like it's hard. Or you are? Oh, Sharky is okay. Double, are you good with that, or?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So if we have the numbers on Friday, then we'll definitely play then Friday, and then more definitely we'll have Sunday for sure.
Well, because Logan's your sponsor, Dobo, he'll communicate all the information to you.
Correct.
Except for I don't even know where the freak Logan is.
What do I have to say?
He's too busy. He's too busy watching his ass get it whooped. That's what he's trying to notice. Like, what the hell happened?
Logan, we're contemplating potentially because of the long weekend coming up, and Sharky's going to be unavailable on the Saturday, so it'll either be a Friday evening or maybe Sunday. All things depending.
Okay,
So
yeah, I'll
based
let
on-
John know when. Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
you do Don't you do your raids and stuff on Friday?
No, I got moved. Well, the AQ40's on Friday, which I'm not geared for, so that's cool. But on Wednesday, it got moved to Wednesday, so the normal raid's
cool.
on Friday. So yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, so we'll communicate all that through. You'll communicate all that
Yeah.
to John. All right, that's cool, man. Yeah, that was great, fantastic. I really like the games. To me too, man. A pleasure to have you on board. It was really good, John. I appreciate
No, it was great.
I appreciated your energy.
Also, it's Stobo, but yeah, it was great meeting you
All
guys.
right.
That was
no,
fun as shit. And it was really down.
Well, now you know why. Now you know why. Hey, you guys need to hear this. So, I had a shit-eating grin whenever every time Dobo kept saying like I'm gonna it's gonna be down to the last man and shit like that, right? And I'm like, dude, you got no idea, man. You're playing with a bunch of Muslims, man. That gives us a hard on. he was worried.
Hey, you fight till you get that virgins, baby. You fight till you get that virgins.
Hey, man, all I gotta say, hey, all I gotta say is,
and it's Muharram, so yeah.
well, there you go.
I apologize, but
No, not at all, man. All I gotta say is if you want a turban, man, I got you covered.
I already got a mask. I got a mask. COVID-19, baby. COVID-19, baby.
All I gotta say is he's that's some solid aggression, and I think this is what was so really cool. I mean, Logan really likes that kind of aggressive behavior, just not happening to him.
I think we learned that tonight.
When you first came on, when you first came on, it was like, "Hey, please, can I play with Logan?" And I'm like, "Dude, come on, let Daddy go. You gotta be on this side." And then when you freaking open up a can of whoop ass, I'm like, what the fuck was that all about? I want to play with Logan. Shit, this guy's giving him a ass spanking of the likes I haven't seen before, man. So that was good shit, man. It was good
It's
shit.
all good, right? It's all good.
All right, guys, yeah.
It's
Y'all
all
have a
fun.
good morning.
It's
I'm
all
headed out.
fun.
All right, man.
All right,
All
man.
right. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night,
Take it
guys.
easy. Take care.
All right.
Bye.